Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm showing you how I made this chunky basket, vintage looking basket using Kenyan wool yarn. But you can still make this basket with any type of yarn. It is very simple. You need to have basic crochet skills and to know basic weaving techniques. What I like about this basket, you don't have to buy expensive yarn to achieve this look. Any type of yarn can do and will give you a beautiful basket. So these are the items you're going to need. For this basket, I used around 1000 grams of this wool yarn. I can say it's medium weight worsted yarn. You're gonna need a scissor, a crochet hook. I used 7mm crochet hook, a yarn needle that is corresponding with your yarn, a tape measurement. That's not really required if you know how to measure 1 meter with your hands. We are going to start with chaining 4. So if you have crochet handbags chains before, this is going to be easier. But even for beginners, this is easy. I'm going to show you how to crochet these chains. Well, I might say this is not exactly the same way you crochet handbags chains. These chains are slightly different. Then we are going to start from the second chain from the hook. The one on the hook doesn't count. Insert your hook, pull through the chain. Insert again, pull through the chain. Then insert again and pull through the chain. And then you're going to have four loops on your hook. Then you're going to remove your hook. Insert on the first loop, pull through the first loop. Second loop, pull through the second loop. Third loop, pull through the third loop. And then fourth loop, pull through the fourth loop. Then you're going to have again 4 loops. I'm going to show you again. So you pull through the first loop, then pull through again on the second loop, pull through again on the third loop, and then pull through again on the fourth loop. So for this basket, I wanted it to be very chunky. I used 4 loops, but you can choose to use 2 loops, 3 loops, or even 5 loops. It will depend on your preferences and the type of yarn you are using. You will continue to do the same till you reach the size you need. For this basket, you will need 38 inches to achieve the 11 or 12 inches basket. Once you reach the size you need, once you reach the size you need for the chain, I will show you how to end the chain. This is how you can measure if you don't have a measurement tape. Once you have made a chain with the size you need, you just pull through the 4 loops and then you cut. Then you're going to crochet 11 more chains of the same size. Total, you should have 12 chains of the same size, meaning you will make 12 chains of 38 inches for this basket. Then lay 6 chains horizontally in front of you by putting 2 together. Now we are going to add 6 more chains vertically, still putting them 2 together. We start from putting under, then over, then under. The second one, over, under, then over. The third one, we do as we did with the first two chains, under, over, then under. Then we bring them closer to each other. We remove the space in between. So that's going to be the base of our basket, where we are going to start the base of our basket. Now there's one more chain that you have to make, which has to be around 50 meters to 51 meters. Don't be afraid, it is easy but requires patience to make. Then fold it in half. You are going to start with pulling through the two chains in the folded half of the long chain. Then twist the long chain. Then pick the next two chains and do the same. Then pick again the next two chains. And continue for 2 rounds. After doing 2 rounds, we will now pull through only one chain at a time in the long chain. So before we were taking 2 chains at a time and then pulling them through in the long chain. But now we are going to be pulling only one chain at a time. You can measure to see if the base size has reached the size of your mold. If yes, you can just move your work on top of your mold, then continue. So let's say your mold is shorter and you want your basket to be a bit longer than the mold length or size. You can just push your work up a bit, but make sure all sides are on the same height or level when pushed up. Now it's time to remove our basket from the mold by just pulling it out or up. So I really wanted to make a bit bigger basket, or longer at least, since I didn't have a mold with a larger base size. But unfortunately, the longer chain that I made was only for 11 or 12 inches basket. Then I had to cut the chains. And guess what? The chains are not easily untying themselves. Basket is still firm and good to be used. Don't worry, if you made 38 inches, you won't need to cut your chains. Now we are going to weave in the ends. pick one chain, put it on top of the next chain. Then weave it in where the next chain is coming from. One more time, put one chain on top of the next chain. Then weave it in where the next chain is coming from. That's how you're going to be weaving in the ends. So now we have one chain remaining. You do the same. You just go to the next place and then you weave it in. That's it. Now we have our basket. Look how beautiful it looks, how chunky it looks. So, for this part, I used an old belt, and I think this belt made it look more vintage. So I just had an old belt, and it was easier for me to use it. So I just cut it out and then made the handles for this basket. I used a yarn needle to attach the handles that I've made from a belt. Yeah, that's how I made my basket look even more vintage, because the belt was kind of old but still leather, old leather. Okay, not real leather though. Yes, it's a faux leather. Hey, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to press the like button, and please subscribe so next time you can be notified when something new is up. Okay, so thanks for watching, and if you try making this basket, you can still find me on Pinterest and share with me your basket. I would love to see how yours turned out. Thank you. Bye.